Today we are going to do, last one of the most important algorithms used in the machine learning nowadays, that is expectation maximization algorithm. This is what we call EM algorithm, and it is exclusively mentioned in your, syllabus. So probably this will be asked to you in your exam also. So let us start this. In the real world application, of machine learning, it is very common that there are many relevant features available for learning, but only a small subset of them are observable. Basically, there are so many features, but only this one or two or few, we may say, are observable, and other are not useful. So for the variable which are sometimes observable or sometimes not, then we can use the instances when that variable is visible, is observed for the purpose of learning, and then predict its value in the instances when it is not observable. So on the other hand, expectation EM algorithm can be used for learned variables that are not directly observable and are actually inferred from values from the other observable. I think you understand. There are two kinds of variables. One is which you can uh, you know which you can use directly, and another variables are those variable which you can infer from the others. So two in the order of predict their values with the conditions of the general forms of the probability distribution governing those latent variable is known to us. So for this solving this kind of problem, the algorithm is made by the supervised clustering in the field of the machine learning, and it was explained, proposed, and given by Arthur Dempster, Nan Laird, and Donald Robin, and it is used to find the local maximum likelihood parameters of the statistical model in the case where latent variables are involved and the data is missing or incomplete. Basically, there are several data set, but it is not complete data set. You may say some values you have to infer from some others another columns. So algorithm is how it works: gives a incomplete data, consider a set of starting parameter, and then expectation means what you want. So using the observed available data of the dataset, estimate, guess the values of the missing data. So you may guess yourself what would be the probable you know value according to that particular column or row. So we do the expectation by simply using the probabilistic mind. You have to put your own values and maximize. That is what we call M step. Complete data generation after the expectation step is used in order to update the parameters, and then repeat these 2 and 3 until or unless this data get converges. So basically the expectation means the probabilistic values you have added there, that we want this thing, and then you have to maximize the that particular you have to maximize the data set towards the that particular expected value. I will give you one example. Let us suppose एक क्लास में मेरे पास कुछ बच्चे हैं, मैंने अपना टारगेट सेट कर लिया कि मेरी क्लास में मेरा रिजल्ट 90% आएगा। वो मेरी एक्सपेक्टेड वैल्यू है 90%। एंड फॉर टू अचीव दैट आई एम कंटिन्यूसली अपडेटिंग माई स्टूडेंट्स। मैं अपने स्टूडेंट्स को पढ़ा रहा हूँ, उनको और अच्छे से मेहनत करा रहा हूँ ताकि वो अच्छा दे कैन परफॉर्म वेल इन द एग्जाम. So this is what we call maximize step. So at the end, what will happen by doing this maximization step? It all it is it is uh, what we say it is by the step by step it will increase the expected value, means the come close to my expected value. जैसे 90% मैंने सेट किया था, बच्चे 70% वाले हैं, लेकिन वो जब मैं उनको पढ़ा रहा हूँ और ज़्यादा उनकी मेहनत करा रहा हूँ तो रिकर्सिवली वो धीरे धीरे 90% तक पहुँच रहे हैं. तो दिस हाउ द सेम कॉन्सेप्ट इज़ बिहाइंड दिस एल्गोरिदम. उसके अंदर क्या होता है कि आप एक एक्सपेक्टेड वैल्यू आप सेट कर देते हो और फिर उसको अचीव करने के लिए मैक्सिमाइज करते हो सिस्टम को. तो the essence of the expectation maximization algorithm is used the observed data of the dataset to estimate the missing data, and then using that data to update the values of the parameters that I am saying, that I told you the same thing. Then let us understand how the EM algorithm work in detail. So first of all, initially a set of initial values of a parameters are considered. A set of incomplete observed data is given to the system with the assumption, that is what I'm saying, guess or probability that the observed data comes from the specific model. Then the next step is to know the expectation. That is what we call E step. In this step, we use the observed data in the order to estimate or guess the values of the missing or incomplete data. It is basically used to update the variables. So with the name this expectation and maximization, this algorithm is also called EM algorithm. So after this expectation, what you have to do next? The next step is to known as maximization step or M step. In this step, we use the complete data generated by predicting expectation step in order to update the values of the parameters. It is basically used to update the hypothesis. Now, in the fourth step, it is checked whether you achieve that or not. Basically, the probabilistic value that you set, whether you achieve that or not. If you achieve that, then it is okay. You have to come out of the loop. Otherwise, you have to repeat two and three step again and again until or unless you get the convergence. The convergence step means your data get converged. This is a kind of flowchart you may say. In the exam, you can write it also. It is a start, then initial value, expectation, M step, E step, M step. Then if it is converged, then stop. Otherwise, you have to go into the loop. The same, this flowchart is mentioned here in the above text. So now uses of EM algorithm, where it is used. Yeah, it can be used to fill the missing data in a sample. One thing, it can be used to basic the unsupervised basis of the unsupervised learning of clusters. It can be used for the purpose of estimating the parameters of hidden Markov model, and it can be used for discovering the values latent variable. You just have to learn this the uses. The advantages of EM algorithm, it is always guaranteed the likelihood will increase with each iteration, because as the number of iteration increases, we will move more close uh, towards the maximum value. The E step and the M steps are often petty easy and many problems in the terms of implementation. Solution to the M steps often exist in the closed form. With the advantages, there are certain disadvantages of EM algorithm also. That is, one is it has slow convergence, and it makes convergence to a local optimum only. And global answer is, global maxima इसमें achieve नहीं होता, लेकिन local maxima इसमें achieve हो जाता है. It requires both probabilistic forward and backward techniques, दोनों इसमें यूज होती हैं. तो ये इसके अंदर डिसएडवांटेज भी है, क्योंकि इसके अंदर हम मैक्सिमम ग्लोबल मैक्सिमम तक नहीं पहुंच पाते हैं, और हमें फॉरवर्ड और बैकवर्ड से कभी कभार ये जो टाइम कंज्यूमिंग ज़्यादा ज़्यादा हो जाती है EM एल्गोरिथम. So this is the whole soul about EM algorithm. I just want to, although this topic is not so much important, but since it is mentioned in your, in your syllabus explicitly, that is why I am going to I'm cover this topic, and this is very important. Means for the understanding point of view, it is very important, but from the exam point of view, it is not so important. But still, since it is mentioned in your syllabus, we cover this. So if anybody have any question, any query regarding this, you may ask me.